Hollywood. The place where all your hopes and dreams do actually come true. But not really, because if that was in fact the case, I could afford to have this watermark removed. This is Amy Held. She's a child of God. She sings, she writes, she makes videos, plot twist, she is me. I know. Couple months ago, I met Kate at Campus Jack's, a place that I perform frequently. And a couple weeks ago, she reached out to me and said, hey, want to open up for me in a show in Hollywood? I said, I mean, am I allowed to? I'm not 21 yet, and it's a club. But it turns out, I could. This is a story all about how I played the club in Hollywood for the first time, and it was really cool. Thanks, Kate. It was a great time. So here we go. Roll the film. Welcome to the 3 clubs in Hollywood. I got to walk through the stage door, and I immediately recruited my dad to help me take pictures to capture the moment. Kate was in the middle of her sound check when we first got there, so we kind of had some time to look around. While we were taking pictures outside, we were able to meet the guy that's like handling the door out there, and he asked me if I wanted to decorate the sign, and I was like, heck yeah, I want to decorate the sign. So I spent some time making sure Kate's name was nice and big, and of course putting daisies here and there, because how could I not? Then I found the magical green room, and listen, I love the sound of a green room. I think it sounds so spectacular and fabulous, and I have to say that this one was like very well decorated. It felt very old Hollywood, like I was on the set of a movie or something. Even just like being in the green room honestly was a dream come true. I kept being like, what's happening? This is so cool. Just like escaping on my own just to kind of like have fun and like twirl around in my skirt. I was in my element. I'm so happy right now. Look at this. Thank you for my weakness. You saw what sounds good to me. Awesome. I always try to keep my sound checks short and sweet just because I never want to inconvenience the sound guy. And honestly, when it is just me and my guitar or me and the piano, there's not much to tweak. I kind of did my thing and then was like, yeah, that sounds good. But then the sound guy was like so sweet and said, you could keep doing it, like you could do a whole song if you want to. So I said, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that. So I think I played most of Snow. Oh, with the snow. So I wasn't really planning on vlogging just because like I've never really played in LA before. I had a little bit of anxiety. I'm not so much nervous about my set as just like the in-between, like getting there and stuff. However, this is like the coolest place that I've ever played, and I'm really excited about it. Kate is a friend that we met through Campus Jack's, and she's awesome. She's an actress, she's a singer, she's putting on the show. She asked me to open up for her, and here I am. I'm like gonna have a heart attack. I'm so excited. It has always been a desire of mine to perform in this kind of setting. Something about the lights and the sparkly outfits and the music, it makes me elated and it makes me feel like the best version of myself. I think it's funny when people talk about the gift of music and talents and whatever. It really boils down to like having the motivation to acquire the skill. So I'm just so grateful to God that He gave me the motivation to work hard enough to get to this point. None of this would be possible without Him. Let's just be clear about that. But in that green room, I was really just thinking about how if my little self peeked into my future self in that moment, she would lose her marbles because it's exactly where she wanted to be. But anyway, I got my cue. It was time for me to head up and warm up that stage for Miss Kate Schettler. Hi everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We're gonna get a wonderful set from Kate coming up soon. Who's excited to see Kate Schettler? I know I am. But before then, I've been tasked with warming up this stage. So you guys are going to hear a bunch of my original songs. Oh look, there's my name. I'm Amy Held. Feel free to scan that link whenever you get the chance, and there's my fat digital footprint for you. This first one is called Save Me From That Boy. You guys have already heard these songs so many times already. I'm just gonna kind of montage through this. The people that did show up were super sweet and supportive. It's very obvious that Kate has built up a bunch of fans and friends who come and support her. And it's awesome because I felt very welcomed and appreciated as well. Someone even gave me a tip through my virtual tip jar, which was just the kindest thing ever. It's always appreciated. It's never necessary, but as a college student, it does make a difference. I had about a half an hour set list.
You hang over my head like you haven't happened yet, except the verdict's out, you never will. I try making sense of us, still have got a cold case. Most days I shake you off with my sleep. You're in my dreamscape, so when I wake, I assume you're shaking off me.
The set was around 40 minutes, and I played a lot of originals that people have heard before, and then others, including this one that I really don't play live often. But people seemed to enjoy it, and I was just really happy to be there.
I know you're not, but it sure feels good being wrong. Stop vibrant letters of God.
And before I knew it, my set was over, and it was time to hear Kate. I did it. That was really fun. There weren't that many people there for my set. However, it was still fun. I would vlog right now, I really would. I'm nervous someone's gonna walk in on me. That would be so awkward, so I'm gonna stop. Kate's set was so epic, and I wish I filmed more of it because it's the literal whole point of this, but she planned everything to a T. It was so awesome. If you ever get the chance to go to her show, like, she really puts a lot of work into it. Yeah, we got some cute pictures afterwards, then I immediately went home and ate my fridge because I was moving out of college like literally the next day, so I had to eat all of the junk food left in my fridge. So difficult, right? Kate, thank you for the best night ever. It was so much fun. If you haven't checked out Kate's music, go check it out. It might just be your new favorite thing. Who knows? Thank you very much, Kate, for having me. And it's a night I will never forget. And of course, to everybody watching this video, thank you for your support. I promise I'm working hard to get more music out there. Thanks for coming along on all of these fun adventures with me. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, the outro is not for the faint of heart.
Hollywood,
Hollywood, Hollywood, Hollywood, Hollywood, Hollywood. All I see is green.